So I would say I was one of the quiet kids in school, quite playful, but very quiet as well. I had to study really hard because I came from a family where I could not go home with my results not being really good at school, so I had to study. So whilst I'd say I enjoyed being one of the playful kids at school, quite polite, quite happy child in that sense, but very, very focused with my studies, I'd say. So I studied electrical electronics engineering at university, and being one of the only 7 girls in the class out of about 100 boys, that sort of normalized being the only woman in a room for me. So when it came to choosing my career path, finishing university, I started out as a control systems engineer in oil and gas industry. So I suppose for me, it was natural stepping in from studying control systems engineer into utilizing my degree in the industry. So I started out as a control systems engineer within the oil and gas industry, and I got very curious because as a control systems engineer, we only see the back end of the job. And I was very curious to understand, how do we procure, how do we go through the life cycle of a project? And I got curious and I put my hand up and stepped into project management and into project controls. And in that career path, I've had a varied path in terms of project planning, cost engineering, cost management, risk management, and I'm into PMO leadership now. So at the moment, I work for Turner Townsend, a global consultancy, and I get seconded into different clients. So I've had opportunities at HS2, where I was part of the PMO leadership there as the head of scope and change. And I've also, at the moment, been seconded into Heathrow Airport, setting up the PMO for security transformation program out there. So it's been an interesting, very career path. Lots of stories behind every move that I've made so far. I would have stepped out of my comfort zone a lot earlier in my career than I did. If I have to do it all over again, that's one thing I would do differently. I would ask my teenage self one question: what would you do differently if you were not afraid? I would ask that question over and over. Maybe you would say no a lot more than you said yes. Maybe you would step out in courage more than you did. If you were not afraid, what would you do differently? I will ask that question over and over.